So if VT graph is a straight line like this, it will show that at when the time is increasing, velocity is not increasing. This will indicate constant or uniform velocity and zero acceleration. Since acceleration is not changing and acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity. So since velocity is not changing, acceleration would be zero in this case. Okay, so this graph shows zero acceleration, or it also indicates uniform velocity, right? But on the other hand, if our VT graph is a straight line like this, it will indicate uniform acceleration. It will indicate uniform acceleration because we know that slope of VT graph gives us acceleration. Okay, so when we have a straight line, it will indicate uniform acceleration. And when we have VT graph like this indicates non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration. What is non-uniform acceleration? Students, who will tell me? What is non-uniform acceleration? Who will tell? We did yesterday itself. What is non-uniform acceleration? Yes, Gurupal, turn on the video and then speak. Yes, Gurupal, unmute. Gurupal, बोलो. Unmute, hurry up. Okay, गरिमा, आप बताइए.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, an object that has non-uniform acceleration, if its velocity changes by...
Beta, nobody will speak the answer unless and until the video is on. Video should be on so that I come to know whether you have learned or you are reading out. Yes. Turn your video. Yes, Garima.
Ma'am, my video is...
Okay, Gaurav, you tell the answer then.
Ma'am, yes. Ma'am, non-uniform is motion is the motion when velocity changes in
acceleration, not
Ma'am,
motion.
yes, ma'am. Sorry. Non-uniform acceleration is the acceleration when its velocity changes in equal amounts in non-equal intervals of time and unequal amounts in equal intervals of time.
An object has non-uniform acceleration if its velocity changes by unequal amounts in equal intervals of time or changes by equal amounts in unequal intervals of time. Non-uniform motion means non-uniform speed. Okay, motion means speed, but acceleration is something different. Okay, students. All right. So now, if VT graph is like this, now it will indicate decrease in velocity with time. So this, but since again it is a straight line, it will indicate uniform retardation. This graph will indicate uniform retardation. Okay. So if the graph is a straight line but decreasing now, if the velocity is increasing with time, you know, this is positive acceleration or simply acceleration. But if the velocity is decreasing with time, this is retardation. So we will call this uniform retardation. If VT graph is again decreasing, but it's a curve now, it will indicate non-uniform retardation. It will indicate non-uniform retardation. This will be non-uniform retardation. Okay, so different shapes of the graph, they suggest different meanings, right? And one thing more, we had found the area of a graph where we had a rectangle. It was for zero acceleration. If our graph is like this, if our VT graph is like this, then how we'll calculate distance from this graph? We'll calculate area under this triangle now. So whatever is the shape of the graph, area of the shape will change. Okay, yesterday we found area under this shape of the graph. So it was a rectangle. So area of this rectangle gave us the distance traveled by the object. But if the graph is a straight line like this, then area of triangle will give us the distance traveled. That is what? Half into base into height. Okay, in this case it was length into breadth. In this case it would be half into base into height, that will give us distance. And if VT graph is like this, again it's indicating uniform acceleration, but what does this suggest? Will anybody tell me? When the graph is like this, what is the difference between this graph and this graph? Both are indicating uniform acceleration. If anyone can tell me what is the difference? Yes, Anshia.
Ma'am, it indicates that the object has some initial velocity.
Yes. Here at t equal to 0, velocity is also 0. So it is starting from rest. Its initial velocity is 0. But this graph is showing that at t equal to 0 instant, it is having certain value of velocity. This much velocity is initial velocity u. So that means the object is not starting its motion from rest. It has some initial velocity already. पहले से कुछ velocity है. फिर बाद में हम उसको पुश करते, suppose a ball is moving on the floor already, right? Someone else has pushed it. फिर आपके पास पहुंचती है, आप एक और jerk दे देते हो. Its velocity changes, so it's like that. Okay, so it was already moving with some initial velocity. Now something has changed its velocity, so it starts moving like this. All right, so both the graphs, they indicate uniform acceleration, but this graph indicates that the motion is not being started from rest. So in this case, what will be the shape of area under this graph? Who will tell me what is the shape? In this case, distance will be given by what shape of the graph? Here it's rectangle, here it's triangle. What will be this? Yes, Gurupal?
Quadrilateral.
It will be, yes. And can you tell me its area? What's the area of trapezium? This will be a trapezium. Two sides are parallel, na? So it is a trapezium. What's the area of a trapezium? Do you know the formula? Anshia, okay, you tell.
Half into sum of parallel sides into height.
Yes. So we will take half into sum of these parallel sides into this perpendicular distance. So let's write in each case. Let's name the points. This is O, A, B, C. This is O, A, let us say B. This is O, A, B, C. So in each case, I'm telling you how we calculate distance or displacement covered by the object. In this case, yesterday itself we did, distance will be length into breadth. It will be OA into OC. Okay. In this case, how we'll calculate distance? Half into base, which is OB, and height, which is AB. Half into base into height. And in the third case, half into sum of parallel sides OA and BC, OA plus BC into perpendicular distance. ये वाला नहीं आएगा, straight line distance, OC. So this is how we can write the distances in these cases. So we'll be using in numerical problems. We will be using in numerical problems, each one of these. I hope now this thing is clear to you. The topics of graphs is clear to you. Now, before we start the next topic, equations of motion, I want to show you a video on graphs so that you can have a better idea about it. Have you noted this? If you have noted this, okay. So I'm going to share the screen with you. Yes.
VT graph is a straight line starting from origin. This means that u is equal to 0. That is, the body starts from rest. If it does not start from origin, that means there is some initial velocity already and the object changes its velocity from u to v under the action of a force. Using the equation of a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c, here the intercept c is equal to u, which is initial velocity of the object. We know that slope of xt graph gives us velocity. So, this simulator shows how the direction of tangent and hence the slope is changing at different points during the journey of an object having non-uniform motion. Velocity at a point can be calculated by calculating the slope of tangent at that point.
These are different shapes of graphs.
I am showing the relation between three types of graphs. If xt graph is given, see how can we interpret it and draw its corresponding vt and at graph. See the first graph showing object at rest. So as the slope of line parallel to time axis is 0, so its velocity and hence acceleration is also 0. Coming to second graph, the slope is increasing, velocity is positive, and as equal distances are being covered in equal intervals of time, velocity is constant. So velocity is constant and positive. If velocity is not changing, acceleration is obviously 0. The reverse.
So this way, students, you can draw different graphs. Suppose in the first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, different xt graphs have been given to you. Okay, accordingly, by calculating the slope, you can plot VT graph. And then by calculating the slope in VT graph, you can draw the corresponding AT graph. So these types of questions can be there. Okay, you can do that in detail at your own pace. Later on, I'll be sending you the link of this video so you can see that. Okay, is that clear? So you have a look at all these graphs minutely. I give you one example that was given in the graph. See, if we are given xt graph, if we are given xt graph like this, position time graph like this, I want corresponding VT graph. Okay, now what information do we get from here? That this graph is indicating uniform motion or uniform speed or constant speed, constant velocity, right? So if velocity is constant, how can I draw the VT graph? I can draw corresponding VT graph like this. So the question can be this, that if xt graph is given, draw the corresponding VT graph. So how will you draw? This shows uniform velocity, uniform motion. You know, when the xt graph is like this, it indicates uniform speed, uniform velocity. So velocity time graph will be a straight line like this, parallel to the time axis. And if I say further draw its corresponding AT graph, तो वो कैसे बनेगा? When the velocity is constant, what will be the acceleration? How much will be the acceleration? That will be 0. तो आपका AT graph ये रहेगा. This will be your AT graph. Acceleration will remain 0. So this is how एक ग्राफ से दूसरा ग्राफ आप निकाल सकते हो. ठीक है? So I will send you the link of that video. You have a look minutely at all the 5 graphs, the graphs that are given, and how to draw the corresponding VT and AT graphs you can see from there. Okay. So is the topics of graphs clear to you, students? Let us do one small numerical so that it becomes clear to you this concept. Then we'll start with equations of motion. So let us do that. I am giving you a data. This is actually homework for you. A small homework question that you will do in your copy. And for this you need a graph paper. Okay, you will do it on a graph paper. You will paste it on your copy. Okay, so I'll check that. So here we are having velocity in meter per second, and this is giving us time in seconds. Okay, so different observations are given, data is given to you. You are to plot a VT graph and calculate acceleration of the graph. Okay, so time is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 seconds, and the corresponding velocity is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So write down the question after drawing the data. You write the question: velocity time data for an object moving in a straight line is given. Velocity time data for an object moving along a straight line is given in the table. Find. Now see what you have to find. क्या find करना? Acceleration of the object. Find acceleration of the object. Second part, distance covered by the object between 5 and 15 seconds. Distance covered by the object between this interval of time that they have given, and you have to predict whether the acceleration is uniform or non-uniform. You have to predict whether the acceleration is uniform or non-uniform. So these three things you are to do. So later on you will paste the graph. Right now I am going to plot the graph here only and find the solution for all these things, right? So you will paste a graph paper here. You will plot this graph actually on a graph paper and paste it. So let us plot this graph. I don't have much space, so I am doing it here. आप space ले लीजिए. So what kind of scale I have to choose is time this second, and you have to write unit time किस में ले रहे हो second में. Velocity will be in meter per second, so you have to mention the unit also on the graph. Okay, अब time 0, 5, 10 इसी इंटरवल में ले लेते हैं. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and so on like this. और velocity की वेरिएशन के अकॉर्डिंग हमें ऐसे इंटरवल सिलेक्ट करने चाहिए. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 so on. ठीक है? You know how to plot a graph. So let us mark the points now. When time is 0, velocity is 10. So we mark a point here. First point here. When time is 5 seconds, the velocity is 20. तो ये आपका यहाँ पे एक point आ गया. Now when time is 10 seconds, velocity is 30. You write a point here. When time is 15 seconds, velocity is 40. So you get another point here. When it is 20, velocity is 50. And last interval, when time is 25 seconds, the velocity is 60. So you mark the points like this. When you join, you will find a straight line, because you can notice easily that in equal intervals of time, change in velocity is equal. So yes, this is indicating uniform acceleration, because velocity is changing by equal amounts. 10 meter per second से change हो रही velocity after every 5 second interval. So the acceleration is uniform. This is the answer to the third part. Because the graph is a straight line, the acceleration is uniform. You can predict from the shape of graph as well, right? Now let us calculate acceleration of the object. We know how can we calculate acceleration from VT graph? By calculating slope of this line. Okay, so for that slope we need tan theta, and for tan theta we need a right angle triangle. तो हमें पहले एक right angle triangle बनाना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे, ठीक है? So let us take 2 points on the graph. एक तो यही A point मैं ले रही हूँ. This is A point जहाँ से motion start हो रही थी, और B point आप कहीं पे भी ले सकते हो. That is your choice. आप जहाँ मर्जी triangle बना लीजिए, छोटा बना लीजिए, बड़ा बना लीजिए, आपकी slope same ही आने वाली. ठीक है? Let me take the last point, B point. And now I am completing right angle triangle. This is my right angle triangle ABC. This is my right angle triangle ABC. So this tan theta will give me the slope and hence acceleration. So you will start that we know that acceleration is given by slope of VT graph. Acceleration is given by slope of VT graph, and we know that the formula of slope is tan theta further. Okay, so what is tan theta? Perpendicular BC over base AC. Further, tan theta का कल मैंने आपको formula बताया था, perpendicular over base. So that is BC upon AC. How much is BC? ये देखिए B point कहाँ पे है? 60 पे, और C point is at 10. तो 60 minus 10 कितना हो गया? वो BC हो गया 50. So BC is 60 minus 10. Are you getting this? मैथ्स में करते हो ना ऐसे ही. B point के corresponding velocity की वैल्यू है 60. C point के corresponding it is 10. तो 60 minus 10 ये टोटल पोर्शन कितना हो गया? 50 का हो गया ना. 60 minus 10 और 50. And what is AC? यहां से लेके यहां तक AC कितना है? ये देखिए 25 सेकेंड. AC is how much? That is 25 seconds. So you get 50 over 25. So acceleration is 2 and meter per second square is the unit. So this is how we find acceleration from VT graph. बिल्कुल वैसे ही कल जैसे हमने आर्टिकल किया था, same way, no difference. We have just plotted a right angle triangle, then we have found its slope by using tan theta. हमने उसकी slope निकाली tan theta से, बस यही किया. Yes, if it is not clear to anyone now, you can ask. So how we have calculated acceleration, and with proper unit you have to express the answer. Gaurav is saying it's clear. Yes. So it's clear to everyone. Any doubt is there? You can ask students. Yes, students, is there any doubt in this calculation of acceleration? Okay, that is fine. So let us calculate the second part now. How much distance is covered by the object between 5 to 15 seconds? We know how will we calculate distance from VT graph by calculating area under the graph. So let us see what is the portion of graph between 5 and 15 seconds. 5 seconds or ये 15 seconds. So that means area of this much portion will give us the distance traveled by the object between 5 and 15 seconds. And you can see clearly the shape of the graph is a trapezium. तो इतने trapezium का area आपको 5 to 15 seconds के बीच का distance दे देगा. ठीक है? So that means what is answer to the second part? Distance covered by the object between 5 and 15 seconds is the area of trapezium. Area of this trapezium. ठीक है? लेट अस फाइंड द एरिया ऑफ दिस ट्रेपेजियम. इनको नेम दे देते हैं पॉइंट्स को. Up to C we had taken. Let us say this is D point, this is E point, this is F, and this is G. So area of trapezium DEFG. Any point you can name yourself, no problem. Now this is half into sum of parallel sides DG and EF. DG plus EF into straight line distance, that is GF. Formula clear hai? Let us put in the values only. What is DG? यहां से लेके यहां तक कितनी रीडिंग है वेलोसिटी की? देखिए ग्राफ से. DG 0 से 20. So this is 20. What is EF? E point corresponds to 40. 0 से लेके 40. So this is 40. EF is 40. हमने ग्राफ से इसके corresponding रीडिंग देख ली. That this EF is 40. DG is 20. Now how much is GF? Who will tell me? GF कितना है? Yes, anyone? How much is GF? Yes, Chaitanya.
Ma'am, 15.
देखिए 0 से स्टार्ट नहीं हो रहा है ना. अगर यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता तो पूरा 15 होता. ये 5 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है तो 15 minus 5 इतना टाइम इंटरवल आएगा 10 seconds. Okay, it will be 10 seconds. Yes, Gurupal, is it right? Will it be 10 seconds or 15 seconds?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it will be 10 seconds.
Yes, so you got it. हमें इतना टाइम चाहिए. ये 5 है, ये 15 है. 15 minus 5, it will be 10 seconds. So now solve this. You will get your answer. Half 20 plus 40 is 60 into 10. 300. And since this is distance, unit will be meter, not meter square. Though we are calculating area, but this is giving us distance covered. So the unit will be meter only, not meter square. So this is how from VT graph we have calculated acceleration, we have calculated required distance also. ठीक है? I am going to give you one homework related to this question. एक fourth part add करिए आप इस question. Add one more part, fourth part. Calculate the distance traveled. Add a fourth part to it. Calculate the distance traveled by the object for the whole journey. Yeah, in the whole journey. Calculate distance traveled by the object in the whole journey. मतलब पूरे 25 seconds में कितना distance उसने travel किया, ये आप करके रखोगे अपनी कॉपी पे. आई विल चेक योर आंसर. ठीक है? तो यू कैन ट्राई सॉल्विंग दिस. आई होप अगर हमने इतने टाइम में इंटरवल के लिए कर लिया है, फुल के लिए भी आप कर लोगे इजीली. ठीक है? ओके स्टूडेंट्स.